So, thanks for coming into the shop today. Today I am surrounded by hooligans and I'm going to be doing a cigar review of the Cuban Rounds. This is their Connecticut. As you can see, it simply says Connecticut. Hooray. Sorry, Connecticut, where you connect with people on and off the interwebs. I actually just got these in. They actually just used to do them in a natural, which you'll see my cigar review for the natural. This is actually their Connecticut. Like I said, I just got them in because they were out of the naturals, my distributor. But I decided to just go ahead and do this one for this particular reason. As you can see right there on the band, it's got some interesting spotting happening to it. So I'm thinking that somewhere in the maturing process, this leaf either came into contact with some wild shrooms and I'm about to have a wild trip, or maybe just some moisture there in the leaf or something. So this one just kind of jumped out at me, as it were, and said, "Hey, I should really do a cigar review on you." So there you go. It's a really nice kind of a thick smell to it, just like a really thick, leafy smell, almost like fall leaves. Yeah, just that just comes off right away. It's rolled in this kind of Cuban sandwich style, as you can see right there. It's kind of bumpy, and this roll is pretty ugly looking. Just kind of aside from the spotting, it's not real consistent in color. It's got some dark spots, got some light spots, and of course, I've had plenty of good cigars that were rolled like that. But this one, it's just kind of got some ugly looks to it. It just kind of looks like an overall ugly cigar. You can kind of see it right there in the light. It just kind of looks like a hunchback cigar is what comes to mind with this particular thing. So it's got a little natural sweetness there on the tip. It's got some vegetation there in the cold draw. Yeah, the wrapper and the taste, the smell and the taste actually go hand in hand together, uh, which is pretty unique. I don't always find cigars like this where they're pretty similar. So I'm gonna light this one up. Man, this is definitely a Connecticut cigar. It just comes out right away with those just real light flavors. There's some really nice toastiness happening all of a sudden. It's got this just really nice, just like what immediately comes to mind is vegetable medley is what is what comes to mind on this. It's okay. You can laugh, Mike. It's okay. It's got that sweetness in there. It's got that toastiness in there. Yeah, I'm all of a sudden I'm excited about this very ugly cigar. So I'll be right back in 1 sec your time with the results from this first third. I guess whatever prevents it, right? Is really what you're going for.
Yeah.
So I'm through the first third of this here Cuban Round Connecticut. I forgot to say that another one of the reasons I was doing this one is because traditionally they've produced everything out of Nicaragua, and these ones actually come from Dominican Republic. Um, and this is actually totally different from just from their natural out of Nicaragua so far. It's just got a really nice toastiness to it that's happening right now. That vegetation that I was talking about earlier with that kind of vegetable medley, it's definitely still there, but it's more of like a green leaf to brown leaf kind of taste is what's really triggering to my mind. The flavors are just really uh, intense. They're not intense to the point where they're just so heavy that you can't smoke it. But this is definitely a lot heavier than a lot of other of the Connecticut's that I've smoked in the past. I'm thinking of like the Perdomo. This just has a lot more flavor going on to it. Just that it's just got that real kind of thick leafiness to it, and a lot of toastiness toasting is happening there as well. You can see my burn right there. This is actually probably the worst that it's been. It was actually burning great, and now here recently, it just kind of started going a little wonky. The draw is just a little firm. It's definitely not bad, but you definitely have to work just a little bit to get a really significant amount of smoke in there. But definitely an enjoyable cigar so far. So I'm going to get here into the second third and be right back in 1 sec. So I am through the second third. I get here into the last third of this here Cuban round. I'm going to take this band off because it's starting to get pretty close to it. Ah, that's better. As far as the tastes go here in the second third, it's just turned to like a real rich, chewy wood tone. It's very nice. The draw has tightened up just a little bit. Got to use those neck muscles just a little bit more to get a good draw going on. You can see my burn right there. Yeah, it's got a little bit of slant to it. It hasn't been real pretty throughout this whole cigar, but it's definitely not been bad. I will say that this cigar, you should definitely keep puffing on it. There was a few instances when I was playing the classic Batman on NES where I just got excited and didn't stay puffing, and of course it went out on me. This is a very smooth cigar. Like I said, it's a lot more full than just comparing it, briefly to like a Perdomo Connecticut, where the flavors on the Perdomo were just real light. This one is much more full of flavor. I would say this is actually getting into definitely a medium-bodied cigar. It's not a full-bodied cigar, but it's definitely full-flavored. I will say one thing about this: the ash does not hang on very long. I've had to make sure that I've been tapping it. It'd hang on for maybe half inch or so, and then it would fall off. I'm not suspecting any real flavor changes getting here into the last third, but I've got a few inches or so to go on this one. This one being a Churchill, of course, is gonna burn longer. So gonna get here into this last third and be right back in 1 sec. So I'm just about here done with this Cuban Round Connecticut. Overall, I'll say this has been a very good cigar. You can see the burn right there. For an ugly cigar, as I started off by saying, this has actually burned very well. The ash actually got to about an inch here in this last third before I finally tapped it, just to make sure that it wasn't going to completely fall in my lap as they do sometimes. The draw is excellent. As far as the flavors goes, it's just stayed a lot with those wood tones. It's just that real chewy wood. So not a flavor change here in the last third, but overall a very consistent cigar. So I will say that's a very big plus for it. I sell these for only $4 in my shop, and for $4, it's definitely a cigar that I would definitely recommend and keep coming back to. So if you're not there already, brothersfinetobacco.com, and don't forget, if you want me to review a cigar, either leave a comment or please feel free to drop me an email, and I will definitely review your cigar for you. And as always, thank you for watching. Just gonna stare at me the whole time as I change it. Okay. Yeah, just that actually probably be helpful. It will help me stretch my what am I trying to say? Stretch my
Give you somebody to actually address.
No, I'm talking to these people. I'm not talking to you. You're sitting right next to me. What am I talking to you for? If I wanted real interaction, I wouldn't be doing these. I mean, come on. I want to post things on the interwebs where people can put their own opinions and,